Can you hear me over on TikTok? Can you hear me? Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me good. We're getting ready to roll, guys. Is the game too loud? Is the volume too loud? Do I need to get quieter? Does the game need to get quieter? Everything looks good, sounds good. Confirm here right quick. Why are we not watching it? Alright, let's see. What's going on with it here? Let's see. Maybe reset this whole thing. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. Alright, we're live. We are live and we are 5. How are we doing tonight, folks? We got ourselves round 2, gym 2 of our Nationallokke. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask. I am still working on a lot of the information on trying to get it out there. That being said, I think I've got a lot of it nailed down. So let's pull this live chat right here so I can see. Welcome in. Wow, that is quite the offensive name there, my friend. Holy cow. All right, controller ready. Should be nice and charged. Welcome in, welcome in. Here we go. Today's Nationallokke starts. We have lost our first Pokemon. We lost Frank last time, Frank the Fero. Oh. We arrived in Pewtertown. We met Brock. We told Brock that he needs to go find somewhere else to live. And now we're headed to Misty. Let's go. The squad is rolling. The squad is going. Let's see what's going on, guys. All right. I think everything's already healed. Make sure I did heal. I've made the mistake of leaving without healing in the past, and I want to make sure that's not the case today. We do got to do a little training up before we get into Misty. That being said, we are on our way. I believe I haven't fought her yet. Yep, we lost Fero last time to that guy down there with his level 14 Fero. He had Fury Attack. Mine was 13 and did not have the Fury Attack, and he just happened to hit it one time and kill him. He did almost end the run, but he missed a peck. Gotta hydrate, y'all. Keep hydrated. Don't listen to Dos Equis. Don't stay thirsty, my friend. We've got finally an attacking move on him. We're gonna have to train up our mouse at some point, but he's level 4. I didn't anticipate using him against a rock gym, so I did not put the time into him last time. That being said, I've been thinking about a lot of things that I do have to worry about with this run, such as specifically Pokemon not dying for certain types. Like essentially if you lose a water type and a fire type, or use a water type and a fire type on accident, you lose the run. The run is over. Because Gen 2 you have to use a grass, water, or fire type. And Gen 8 you have to use a grass, water, or fire type. Because the starters are only grass, water, and fire type for those. They do not evolve into any other stuff. They don't, like most other Pokemon, come up with some sort of, poison type or flying type, or if it's a fire type, obviously fighting type, So we have to be careful about that. Like, when do I want to use the fire fighting type? Do I want to use it on Infernape? Do I want to use it on Blaziken? There's only, I think I was doing the math, probably only about 130 choices if I hit everything 100%. I'm not supposed to be switching anyways. But that being said, right now I'm already down 4 choices, and they are 4 big choices. Like, there's a bunch of poison grass types. There are a bunch of obviously just plain normal types. And every generation except for 2 generations have a normal flying type that kind of helps you get through the beginning game. Gen 3, I'm gonna have to hold on to Poochyena to help, so I'm not only using my starter till Gen 4 or till I get to the 3rd route. But it does also can use it for me because those are Dupes Clause, right? So now I can get to Route 2 in Hoenn, and I should be guaranteed a water flying type as long as I don't use Gyarados before then. That being said, it's hard to not want to use a Gyarados. You get a free shiny Gyarados in Gen 2. Just a free shiny Gyarados for existing in Gen 2. I'm gonna get a ton of XP here with this freaking mouse. I will at least learn Quick Attack, which is the main reason I wanted him to get Quick Attack. He can do one touch on anything that's close, so that we don't have to play the little game where we hope that we're faster than them or they didn't slow me down with, something like that. How are you guys doing today? Any questions about the stream? Anything you guys want to know? In fact, any questions about anything? I'll tell you anything. Anything that I don't know about, I'll make it up. I'll make it sound good. That's the plan. That's what we do here. Oh, welcome in, welcome in. There we go. Forgot to click this. Alright, cool, thank you. Now I should have everything open. Sorry, I forgot to pull my chat open for one of them. There we go, y'all. How are we doing tonight, guys? Sounds weird. My mic sounds weird. Let's see. Hello. I apologize. I don't know why my mic would sound weird. Anybody else think my mic sounds weird? I can hear it fine on my stuff over here. That's checking TikTok. That's checking Twitch. I would check your phone, see if there's an issue with your phone or your connection, maybe. Appreciate it, though. We don't need poison powder. We are going to take sleep powder, though, because it just really can be useful against, like, especially catching certain Pokemon at sometimes. I thought I said no to this already. Does that sound any better? I'm gonna just reset my mic just to make sure. Hello? Can you hear my mic now? Does it sound any better? Does that sound any better, anybody? Hello? TikTok, can you hear me? Give me some sort of nod whether you can hear me or not. Alright. Awesome. That's good. I wonder what that would be that's making it sound that way. Maybe I go like this and I say... Is that better? Just kidding. There you go. Is that better? How about now? Tell me if there's any issues, please. I just want to make sure that, we sound good. Alright. Thank you, Polly. I appreciate that. Always watch my back. We are not gonna get our encounter here, so I will be skipping this area for encounter. But that being said, I will fight this trainer for sure. We gotta fight the trainers. Gotta get the XPs. I will come back and train up here a little bit though, for sure. All right. Do I use Geodude for this run? I don't see it being a bad idea for sure. That being said, I don't know if I want to use the rock ground type this early. Just don't let it sing. If it puts me to sleep, we just switch. Let's get that confusion. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Trash Master. You dodge that singing. They make noise. You know I can't hear you. Do I look like I have ears? I have antennas. Can't hear you sing, Jigglypuff. Let's go. Can we get the confusion? And you still miss. Man, this Jigglypuff does not know what it's doing. That is like 4 misses in a row on everything it's doing. Now it has confusion. Now it's going to hurt itself. Watch this. Dang. It hurt itself. It hurt itself in confusion. What did I say? This Jigglypuff right here doesn't know what he's doing. You need to train your Jigglypuff to be a fighter, man. You got to aim your voice better. I don't know how you aim a voice, but you got to know Jigglypuff. Dang, that's crazy. He missed every shot and then hurt himself. That is quite the intense adventure for that Jigglypuff. All right, let's see. Probably. Let's see here. Let's see what this guy's doing. I think he's got a rotate. Oh no, he doesn't have nothing. He doesn't have nothing. He didn't want to give me nothing. He just wants to look at me, huh? Oh, he doesn't want nothing either. Man, all these guys scared. All right, we're gonna go through the cave here. I believe there's a center right in front of it. Now the question: do I risk getting an Onyx for a Geodude, or risk getting a Zubat for a Geodude? Zubat is one of the few Pokemon that for sure is one of a kind. It's the only poison flying type in the existence of Pokemon, so it's one of those Pokemon. But he's also in every single game, so using him here means I can't use him anywhere else. So it's kind of a give or take here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and see what I get and catch whatever I get in this cave here, but I'm really hoping I get me a Geodude. I would really like. I'm gonna be so sad if I see Kangaskhan. All right, let's see what we got. Mount Moon, a Clefairy is normal, so we don't get Clefairy. What is it here? It's Zubat, man, and the Zubat for the run. Okay. I don't know if I can hit it, right? Trash Master is not that deadly, right? Trash Master is not the deadliest. Okay, don't confuse. That's good. He just used the Astonish. That's just a little bit of damage. We gonna catch it. What are we gonna name Zubat here? Ooh, I only got 3 Pokeballs though. I didn't to grab some Pokeballs. What a silly decision, huh? Bang. Zubat's on the squad. What is Little Bat's name? We are naming. What do we name y'all? What? Any advice on the name? What do we name this guy? Zubat. It has no. Instead, it relies on ultrasonic cries for echolocation to flit about the darkness. All right, what are we naming Zubat? Zubat. The girl. What's her name? What is her name though? Ba-da-da-da. What do we name this Zubat, guys? What do we want to name this Zubat? Jaybird, what's going on? Welcome in. Zubat. What are we doing with this name for this Zubat? No eyes, huh? That's what we want to name is No Eyes. He turns into a Crobat. Crobat has eyes. No eyes it is, huh? We can go with no eyes. Do you want that EYS or do you want it EYES or do you want IS? Just no IS. No is. No eyes. Alright. Get me our. Let's see what's going on. I think there's a Pokeball down here. See what we got. And we got ourselves. The caves have like one of the lower spawns of how many things, but the cave area is so. Man, I really wish I got this level 7. That sucks. Alright, we're gonna kill this guy here. We're gonna get ourselves some levels now. We're gonna use this to level up. Anyone whose favorite Pokemon is Zubat now that he's on the team? Anybody like that Zubat though? Pop this guy in here. Get my no eyes. Alright. We gonna confuse again. Kill him here. No eyes is on the team. Alright. No eyes. That's Mo eyes. Almost typed Mo eyes. Bang. No eyes on team. Let's go. We do kill him before we get going too far into this cave, just because if we don't, he'll be basically a liability on the team, and you know, I don't want to have to sack this early. That's gonna be huge for Bulbasaur, isn't it? Oh, there's no physical split yet either, so because he's special, it should make it so that I basically get a whole bunch of extra damage out of that bullet seed. That's funny. I thought I was the Geodude. Here I am, 3 Zubats deep. No Geodude in sight. You said you thought there's Geodude in this freaking cave? Oh, nope. Not today. How are you guys doing today? Watching the Nationallocké. This is the first run here. I don't even know if this is possible. This is me literally testing this idea out. Basically, instead of the Dupes Clause being due to whichever Pokemon it is, it's due to whatever type they are. So whatever the final type that they would be when they finish evolving, that's what you're basing your dupes on, rather than what actual Pokemon it is. You have to decide before you go on the next route whether or not you're going to accept a Pokemon on that route or an attempt at a Pokemon. That being said, I did start with a couple of Pokemon that'll make it so that maybe I don't want to try later, because I don't want to get forced into a fire type. So I don't want Ponyta and I don't want Growlithe. I think that's all I have to worry about running into as far as poison type goes, or as far as fire type goes. The only reason I don't want a fire type is I fully anticipate using Cyndaquil in the second generation. And if I use Ponyta, I can't use him in the second generation. I actually don't want to use any mono type Pokemon that are fire, water, or grass unless I absolutely have to. Because Gen 2 and 3, or Gen 2 and 8, you have to use a mono of each type. Oh, this is before Leech Life was worth anything, huh? This is while it was still 20 damage. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to switch into Mr. Techie because just need the damage. He's just a chunky little girl. Oh, and you're gonna go to sleep. Mr. Techie taking a nap. Man, it was such a quality of game change when they went ahead and made the Pokemon shut their eyes when they fall asleep. You forget how weird it is that a Pokemon's sleeping with their eyes open. Not that it's that weird. I used to do it back when I had, you know, my eye popping out of my head. Let's see, we're just gonna Leech Seed until we wake up. Hopefully we wake up soon here, because I don't think this thing even has anything to attack me besides, I think it has Pound or Double Slap. Now, do I try to put it asleep so that I don't? Yeah, see, there's the Double Slap, but it missed because I think it hits at like 85%. Which, you know, we take those. We take misses all day. Especially when they just openly admit that they don't want to hit me. And now we got the Leech Life going, we got him asleep. I think I hit him once, and then I tried to switch into Mouse and get the XP for Mouse. I may also just kill and evolve into an Ivysaur right here. Oh, nope, I didn't. I think actually I might have to... I don't think I can do it. I don't think I want to risk losing my Rattata due to, you know, a waking up Clefairy. But if I use Tackle, I kill, don't die. Oh no, I don't kill. Ah, he's dead anyways. He's gonna die too. See, look, I'd have lost my Rattata if I'd have swapped him. That was a good decision. That's one Pokemon saved. Doesn't really make up for me losing last time, but it does make sure that I don't lose Mouse this early, and it's always a positive thing when we're not losing. Because when we're not losing, we might as well be winning, right? You might as well be winning. And we're gonna get this guy to evolve. Oh, he's not. Did not. That's right. I just swapped it up between like 3 different Pokemon, didn't I? I hate the fact that that button does that in this. Right. If you're not first, you're last. You're right. If you're not first, you're last. Which means nobody else will be the first Pokemon I lost. Just you, Frank. Everyone else will be the last Pokemon I lost. Alright, get the swap in, get the free XP from a weak Geodude. Let's go. He's curling up. He uses that defense girl. The ball turned into more of a ball, y'all. That's what we talking about. We take those. We take those 4 times super effective. That's part of the reason we took Mr. Techie. Polly, what's your favorite Pokemon, huh? Are you a normie? You like a normal Pokemon, or you like one of those strange Pokemon? You a Charizard fan? Is that what you are? Polly, you gonna be a Charizard fan? Is that what it is? Eevee all day? So you like Espeon? Because you said all day instead of all night. Espeon for day, Umbreon for night. Ooh, Magnemite. Definitely gotta switch out. This is the one thing that would have been brought to the team if I would have gotten him. Leafeon. You like Leafeon, huh? The grass types, huh? Leafeon's one of those strange ones that he evolves in a weird way, and it always was kind of just strange. You have to get next to a mossy rock, and that's how you evolve them. And then they changed it to where you could actually evolve them just pretty much anywhere. But it did make sense so that you know, oh, we couldn't figure out how to evolve Leafeon until this generation because there's a specific rock that it has to stand next to for you to evolve it. And that's, you know, that was their logic, and they did that with both Leafeon and Glaceon until eventually they figured, hey, you know what? It's been long enough. Let's just make them evolve with a stone. The scientists in Pokemon are very progressive. They figure things out really fast. Man, I did not realize how often I accidentally pressed the button on my controller. Alright, Voltorb comes out next. I'm not supposed to be switching. I need it. Please remind me in between pause or in between matches that I need to turn off the switch. I'm not switching in between Pokemon. I keep forgetting. I keep trying to remember, but I'm not good at remembering things sometimes. There's a little bit of a delay between it, but I'm sure I'll be outside of the battle long enough to remember this time. I'm gonna remember. I just keep talking about it. I have to switch. I have to change it from Switch. I have to change it from Switch. I will remember. Oh, look at that. Back to electric Pokemon charge. Look at him begin to charge power. And that's that Leech Seed, and there we go, my Parrot. I do want to go heal just because we're not trying to risk losing another Pokemon this early just because we didn't heal, you know. See, and I think other Pokemon I'm gonna target early. I think I want to make sure that I set myself up to get Torterra. Torterra is a Pokemon that it's grass ground. It's the only grass ground Pokemon, but I think, you know, the way I want it to, the way the run's gonna run, I think it makes sense to make sure that my team around Torterra in Gen, was it 4 or 5, is ready for a Torterra to be on that team, because that team gonna be centered around Torterra. It's the only one available. Like, there's no reason to try and think about, you know, doing something else, you know. So, but that's also, you know, now that opens up firefighting. I can use Blaziken or I can use Tepig. I don't know why I said Blaziken and Tepig, as one is the, you know, actual starter. Oh, there it is, Mr. Techie Evolution. Let's see what it looks like. I wonder what it evolves into. Oh my gosh, it is evolving. What is it? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, y'all? What is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? What is it? Besides the longest evolution ever. Woo! Likes in the chats for the new Ivysaur. Ivysaur's on the squad. Welcome Ivysaur to the squad. Welcome in. Does he look? He's huge. Why is he so big? He just came in huge. That's a big Ivysaur. There we go. Alright. We're headed back to the Poke Center. I still need to switch my Switch thing, don't I? Oh, look, Paris. I didn't even think about Paris. Is Paris one of those Pokemon? Is he the only grass bug type Pokemon? Is he the only grass bug type Pokemon available? I don't even know. Can you tell me, is he the only grass bug type Pokemon available? I don't think he is. I think there's got to be another grass bug, right? Grass. Oh, there's yeah, there's what is that leaf Pokemon? Why can't I think of that Pokemon name? Okay. Bun. And its whole evolutionary line is all grass bugs. So I shouldn't be too disparaged that we didn't get the Paris. Though I think it would have been a bad thing to have, you know, 2 grass types, 2 Pokemon weak to fire on the squad. And I don't think Magnemite is just as Electric Steel yet in this. I don't know if that's a loophole Pokemon that gain extra typings later. I think it's a loophole as long as you don't use that Pokemon. Like, I can't use any of the Fairy type Pokemon that are normal in this, so it shouldn't matter. Poison, which means this is like a hit neutral. Bang, there we go. Bang, bang, welcome, welcome. Thank y'all so much for all the likes. I appreciate it. Share the stream, let other people know that I'm on here. Oh, I just realized that my thing is off by just a little bit. Bang, that'll look better. There we go. That looks better, right? Sorry about that. Yeah, tell me that half my screen was covered up on Twitch, guys. My bad. I apologize. Would have never let it be like that if you'd have told me. This is poison type 2, so I think this kills too. That makes that easy. Bang. Oh, he did not kill. But he just hardened, so it doesn't even matter. So right now there's still no special split, so Psychic is one of those types that is always going to be special, I believe. So alright. He's out the club. He's out the club. Alright. Special hidden items on it. I think the way it's set up, different steps you can do to basically gain items through these caves. I just learned that looking at Ironmon, which is going to be what I'm going to run some days, just to kind of break this up, just because it's for how long it's going to take to do this. I did not mean to harden. I pressed it one too many times. Whoops. Well, at least it's just losing a Leech Life. Leech Life gets way more devastating later. It goes from being like a level 20 power damage up to like a level 70 damage in future ones, and that just makes it so much more useful. Don't forget to like and share, y'all. First 30 minutes done, guys. Appreciate y'all joining. I appreciate y'all's time. Sorry, I gotta swap my recording out so that my thing doesn't get too long and it's not too hard to edit these, especially into TikTok videos. Oh man, that's crazy stuff right there, guys. Nuzlocke going. Just another item up here. Man, I'm gonna have to go get me some repels because this is just getting out of hand, y'all. I have to. It is so strong. I think level 20 is my limit on this. There's a lot of trainers to battle before and or after Misty, so I think I'm gonna have to slow down on killing Geodudes. That being said, it does also give me what I'm looking for EV wise, so it is very good. All right. Thanks for sharing it, Polly. I appreciate you sharing it. Trying to get more viewers in. That's much appreciated. Man, there we go. Bang, bang, another Geodude. I can't, I know he's got rollout. I'm gonna stop killing him just 'cause I don't want to overlevel. I don't want to overlevel. You gotta go get a Moonstone in case with one of the Nidos. If I get the Moonstone, they'll make it so I can get Nido Ring and Nido and her Queen. Whichever one, of course, I end up catching. Either one, it doesn't matter. They're the only ones that can evolve that level. I do want to try and use Pokemon that are the only ones of their type in the generation where they were introduced, just to make it so that I don't have to worry about, you know, running into Pokemon like that in the future and being like, hey, you know what? I don't know whether or not I can catch this. I would know, hey, you know, Nidoran can't catch. Bang. The next generation that gets real easy to choose which Pokemon you pick up is gonna be Generation 6. You get to Gen 6 Kalos. And actually, you know what? Because I'm playing Gen 3 in Gen 6, it's gonna have Fairy types too. So whenever I get to Gen 3, it's gonna open up the ability to use some of those Pokemon and make it so that I have a chance to level those guys, or chance to run into Fairy type Pokemon. Gen 4, I don't think there's any Gen 4 games that are oh, there is the Gen 4. Those are the ones. I go back to basic Pokemon again, huh? Alright. Man, there's so many things to think about. So I gotta remember if there's another dragon flying type. I think Noivern. Because I know that there's basically a place where I can get a dragon type in this late, but I don't even know if I want it, you know? Like I don't wanna a Dragonite late in this game that's not gonna do anything. It's only gonna help me through the Elite Four, and even at that, I don't know how much it's gonna help me. Confusion. Obviously, if I don't make it through Gen 1, it doesn't matter how many thoughts I have about future Pokemon. But yeah, I think I'm going to go through and I'm going to count how many actual options there are in each gen and try and map out when I do and don't want to use Pokemon. This is, as I said, I still have to turn that off. But as I said, I didn't really do a ton of overthinking. I just kind of came up with the idea, and I'm pretty sure it'll work. But I don't want to do it yet because I obviously, or I don't want to commit that it's going to happen or work yet, because there's a chance that I'm missing something big and it's not going to be possible, you know? In which, for things like that, like, we can create a specific rule that say, like, hey, except for in this specific scenario, like, if I get a Gyarados before I get to the Lake of Rage, I have to kill that Gyarados, guys. Like, nobody's going to like the fact that I kill it because it's a shiny Pokemon, but I'm going to have to kill that Gyarados. Alright. I do think it's weird that they don't let Metapod learn another attack besides Harden. Like, I get, yes, that's kind of the whole thing behind it, but like, Caterpie learns String Shot, Caterpie learns Tackle before it evolves into Metapod, and every Metapod was a Caterpie at one point. But for some reason, Metapod only knows how to Harden. Even when it's run by a trainer, it still only learns how to Harden. Why would that be the case? That's just like an underthinking by them, you know. I know they're trying to match the anime where the epic battle between the two hardening freaking Metapod happened, but like, come on, guys, you didn't have to go that far with it. A little bit overkill, guys. A little bit overkill. I'm gonna need a flying move with Mr. No Eye. No Eye. You know why I named him that? Because his name is No Eye, and he has no eye. Just said No Eye 3 times in a row, and it sounds like it worked. I don't know why I did that. Alright, I gotta stop that. No more. Do you know why? Alright, that's the last one. Alright, let's switch again because that did like no damage. Trash Master! Master of the trash that's pulling your strings. Taking your trash and throwing your things. Ba-da-da-da. Butterfree's such a nice Pokemon early in these games. Like, Confusion just kind of hits everything well. There's no real dark types in this one. It was an easy bug. There's no question whether you're going to catch it. Bug flying is not all that common of a type. Yeah, it takes away Ninjask, but you know, there's plenty of other Pokemon that you can still use here. Like it doesn't feel like it limits you all that much. Remember the options. Got to swap my options. I've been meaning to do this for way too long. Let's see. What color we go with the frame? What color? We gonna go with the green with the frame, right? Green with the frame. Help button. Button mode. LA. So there we go. That way I don't have to accidentally. Does that mean? Oh, it does not mean that I have to save it first, don't I? Ah, yes. Now I can. Awesome. Now I don't have to worry about that help button popping up anymore. That's always good. That was getting annoying. Trash Master. Master. Sorry, I'll stop doing that to you. Alright. Welcome in, Tasha. Epic Clips. How are you guys doing? Enrique Diaz, how are you doing? I'm sure all of you are already gone, but hey, how's it going? Do I have any repels? Why don't I get repels, y'all? Why didn't I already get repels? Why am I not repelling? Why is repelling not happening? Daddy Jam, how's it going? Alright. We're gonna run here just because there ain't no reason to risk a rock throw or a roll out. My bug flying is 4 times a week to ground rock move, so we're not really trying to play that game. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Okay, we got grass poison Oddish. We did lose the Oddish line unless we catch specifically a what is that Pokemon? The grass type Sunflower. Oh jeez, why can't I think of its name? I can picture it. I could draw it for you, but I still couldn't tell you what it was off the top of my head. Either way, we're probably not getting the Oddish line. It's not gonna be part of the game because we already got the Bulbasaur. So Bulbasaur is already grass poison. Ivysaur is already grass poison. So it just not even a question. He learned Stun Spore, which might make it so that I don't even want to hold on, because I think Trash Master learned Sleep Powder too, and I don't think I want to hold on to both of those. Obviously, I don't want both of them to have Sleep Powder. This is a Nationallokke, y'all. If you have any questions about it, please ask. I do. There is a little bit different than your typical Nuzlocke game. That being said, I do know that a lot of it, the biggest difference is obviously that Dupes Clause goes towards the typing of the Pokemon, the full typing of the Pokemon, rather than the Pokemon itself. So really, you only get about 10 Pokemon per run, if you get the right 10 Pokemon in every run, because some obviously aren't available in other runs. Is this my first encounter with? Yes, it is. A thief. Oh, that's not even just a random Pokemon, is it? I wonder if I run into the Kangaskhan. Do you think I find the Kangaskhan? Let's take a tally. Do you think I'll find the Kangaskhan on accident down here? Not very effective. Alright, what's going on? We are running out of confusions. We may need... Alright, 61. Alright, welcome in. Mr. Morris, how you doing? Jacob, how's it going? Gurr, how's it going? How are you guys doing tonight? Sorry guys, give me just a second. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, Zubat's dead. Man, Trash Master's gonna definitely help me get through the Rocket Grunts. They all have the Zubats, the Ekans, the Weezings. What poison type do I choose for the run? Because I only get poison type. I might accidentally run into just a straight up poison type. I don't even know where they all are. Who do I choose for a poison type? I know I want to hold on to poison type because I know that I can use the Galarian Wheezing and it has a bunch of super useful effects, especially for a Nuzlocke where you can't, you know, overpower or anything like that. You can use that smog to get rid of any, you know, ridiculous freaking accuracy drops or you know, if Pokemon used, you know, 3 or 4 sword dances, you know, stuff like that. I think I'm gonna teach it to Butterfree here, and I think I'm gonna get rid of Stun Spore, and then I'm gonna go ahead and throw Bullet Seed on Bulbasaur. Can I teach Rattata Thief? Thief can come in handy, can't it? Let's see here. TM case, man, this is such an old, feels so different. Bullet Seed, 100% accuracy, can hit up to 5 times. And it is going to be the thing I'm going to teach Mr. Techie, and we're going to learn it over... I gotta replace Vine Whip for it, because Vine Whip just does the 35 damage. Alright, we'll teach it to you. Nice, there you go. Good job. Hit him in the face with this disc. And that's not supposed to be provocative. Oh no. Alright. How are we doing tonight, guys? We are putting through... I don't think I want to teach anything Thief yet. 40 damage, 100% accuracy. Hey, look, I found an ether. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Aw, Clefairy. Couldn't use it anyways, but level 10, holy cow. We're not trying to lose Pokemon here. Oh, I should have used freaking Thief and taught something Thief to steal from wild Pokemon, huh? I'll be able to get like a lucky egg from a Chansey if I run into it. I'll be able to get like actually I think Chansey's only available in the Safari Zone on this. I think I'm gonna waste an encounter on the Safari Zone. See, look, quick attack, huge difference in a match because he guaranteed a hit, and now he guarantees to go first to see if he wakes up every turn before I get to kill him. And especially with me only having 2 confusions left, I'm gonna need him to go ahead and pass. Alright, goodbye Rattata. Rattata-ta-ta. Rattata-ta. Rattata-ta. Alright, let's see what we got. Another Rattata, huh? We're gonna go ahead and poison you. Quick attack, poison me. Or quick attack without any damage. Okay, there we go. Or a Super Fang or something like that. He could hit me with a Super Fang. I think that takes half my life anyways. So, welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Thank you so much for watching the live. We are running a Nationallokke. If you have any questions about that, feel free. The biggest difference is based on your typing of your Pokemon. So far, I've used a total of 5 Pokemon, so that's 5 Pokemon that I cannot use later if they're typing wise. No, what's the Gen 2 flying type? Why can't I think of it? No Pidgeot, no Fearow. Sorry, we're thinking here, doing some math in the brain. Do I think I survived 1 hit with Mouse, but I want the XP, so I'm gonna try it. Oof. Hurt by poison, and I don't have quick attack yet. Yep, 1 attack, that's it. Luckily he didn't crit, but that's all I needed. Now I can get the XP here. Switch into Ivysaur. We're just trying to Spread some of that. Spread some of it to everybody. All right, that's gonna get me at least a level out of mouse after this. Except for that's not what I wanted to see next at all. All right, we're good here. We'll be okay. We're not gonna. He doesn't have any flying type moves yet, I don't think. But bug type is. I think bug type is neutral. But leech life doesn't do very much damage, so it doesn't matter whether it's neutral or not. Leech seed. Gain some life back. Leech life again. Lose 2 life. Gain 3 life. This is the life of a. You know what it is, guys. Alright, let's see. We got bullet seed, which is going to be quarter damage, isn't it? But I can hit it 5 times, which means it does a total of 4 or 5 damage. Let's go, 5. Let's see if we get that 5. Nope, only 3. Alright. I don't think that we can get the item that makes it so that hits more often, more than the times. Thank you guys so much for the 1,000 likes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Much appreciated, y'all. Crazy. Getting me those likes. Alright, Zubat is gonna not win this fight, that's for sure. It's a good thing I kept Tackle because really this could really slow things down if I had to bullet seed for this fight. So many times in a row, you know, only doing between 3 and 5 damage every time. Mouse learned quick attack. See, that's what we've been trying to teach that guy. We're teaching him how to be quick, teaching him how to think on his toes. Alright, we're gonna need to see, do I have a repel in the bag or even a rare candy? Where'd I find a rare candy at? You know, I think I might use an escape rope just to get me back and then go buy me some repels real quick. Just to help get me through this a little quicker. You know, I don't even want to do repels. I want to level some Pokemon up. We gotta get ready for Misty for sure. Alright. Any other ideas of things I need to worry about with the typing issues? There's so many things to think about. I mean, there's like 1,000 Pokemon, you know, 370 different species of Pokemon. And, I mean, typing really changes between each Pokemon that, you know, you have to be able to build, you know, 9 teams that are going to be strong enough to beat each Elite Four and individually beat 5 battles in a row with nothing more than healing items, you know? I don't even know if it's possible. It may not be possible. I would not be shocked to find out it is not possible. I think I want to keep all of my level items for the Elite Four though, just to make sure that when I get to each section of the Elite Four, I can move on to the next one without having. I meant to go buy repels. It's okay. We'll be fine. We need the XP anyways. Like, who should we switch train? We're gonna switch train. Let's switch train Mouse. Mouse with Trash Master, and then that should get us high enough level to where we'll be ready. I think we're ready for Misty already. I get it. Starmie has Psychic, but I think that a level 20 Ivysaur will help get us out of there with Bullet Seed. All right, look at that. We can't hit this thing because it is built forward tough. But Bullet Seed to kill. Mud Sport. Good thing that this ground type Pokemon can weaken electric type moves, guys. You know, the thing that can't hit it. Good thing it can make sure that they don't hit very hard. It's one of those moves that I look at and I'm like, why is that a move? Like, is there even a niche position where that works? Like, yeah, maybe double battles it can work and help a little bit, but like, you already have a ground type in the game. They're likely gonna pull their fragile little electric type. Like, electric types are not, they're just not strong enough to be the ones that people are leaving in a fight against a ground type. You know? Most Pokemon you switch out once you have a Pokemon on the field that is super effective against it, let alone super effective and invulnerable to it, you know? Like, ground is straight invulnerable. Why does ground types learn mud? Like, that's like, it's redundant. It doesn't need to happen. That's like fairy Pokemon learning or being able to make so that dragon Pokemon don't do very much damage against it. It already can't affect you. Why in the world would you want it to not affect you less than it already doesn't affect you? It doesn't affect you. Why would you want it to affect you less? If you could get it to where those moves heal you instead of not doing damage to you, that's about the only way you can make that useful. But even then, oh, I cannot wait till I get a bike in this game. It is gonna be fantastic. Alright, another Zubat. This guy has no eyes. Look at this guy. He knows where I'm at without seeing me. Have you ever seen an image of a Zubat with eyes? It is for sure. I did not like it when I saw it. I know it was not the prettiest sight in the world. Alright. Zubat down. That's what we got going. We're gonna keep moving forward. Trash Master's a shout out to my brother. His name on his games is Trash Master. He was here in the first set. Oh man, he's my step twin brother, which is step twin brother. That's a weird statement. Most people say, "Oh, step twin." That doesn't make any sense. And I'll tell you what, as much as it doesn't make sense, it's a thing. We are officially step twins. It's one of those things that I know that is unique about me and very few other people. I mean, I'm sure somebody else has that situation going on, but I feel like it's got to be few and far between. Me and my brother were step twins, and that is the craziest thing that, I know about us. I don't know. I've never met anybody who's even a stepbrother who has the same birthday, let alone the same birth year and birthday, and the same hospital. It's the craziest thing I've ever witnessed. And I didn't even witness it. Deathical? Brandon Hole, welcome in. Bippity Blanco, how's it going? I know there's a moonstone somewhere in here. I don't like how many Pokemon. Keep running into Pokemon. Welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing tonight? We are running our Nationallocké. Welcome in. We got Trash Master fighting and all the Zubat KOs, helping bit. Bang. Goodbye, Zubat. Thank you so much, McKaylee. Appreciate the likes. Thank you so much. How are you doing tonight? Awesome. That's fantastic right there. Mr. Hiker guy. That's a Geodude. We're going to have to switch back into our Mr. Techie. I'm doing good. It's been a good night so far. No deaths, nobody, no close encounters yet. Just getting my team ready for Misty. I don't know if I'll be able to make it all the way to Misty tonight. I do know that likely I'll be on for quite a bit tomorrow too. So we do have a long way to go on this, and I just don't want to put anything at risk by going in too early. Ivysaur. We don't want to level Ivysaur up too much. Level 20 is my cap on this. What are you doing tonight? You guys, you just hanging out, watching some quick TikTok? Welcome in. How are you guys doing? Let me get too much XP. Oh, and I forgot that well, that is good news too. I also have a sturdy breaker, which I don't think sturdy is very common in this, but if it is, Mr. Techie's got it. He's got all to get leech seed for the health, poison powder, poison powder, bullet seed for the repetitive damage, tackle for the neutral damage on just about anything. That's a solid starter for this. I think I did I did better than I realized I did when I chose him as my starter for this. Trash Mantha killing them Zubats. It's a good thing the Zubats don't have a move that's super effective. King Sloth, welcome in. How are you doing tonight, King Sloth? Zubat goes down. Trash Master gets it. Arsha Melans? Huh? Arsha Melans. How are you doing tonight? Sorry, I can't read sometimes. But that's only, you know, with my face. 5,000 likes, guys. Thank you so much for all the likes. I appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you, thank you. How are you guys doing? We got Paris on the screen. Paris grass bug type. Grass bug type. We're hopefully not gonna need a grass type for the rest of this generation. Hopefully Mr. Techie 72 gets us through this generation, but hey, if we need the Paris, I don't think we can get him anyways. I know there's other caves. I don't know if this cave's the only cave with Paris in it. Welcome back. Welcome back. How are you guys doing tonight? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and kill Zubat. We only kill the Zubats because it affects EVs with speed, and we want to kind of have that speed EV. What an EV is, if you don't know what an EV is, EV's not just the Pokemon. EV is an effort value. Essentially, every wild Pokemon you kill, you get a EV counter for it. You can get a certain amount of basically stat points towards a certain stat, making it so that that Pokemon is more effective. Would have been had you not killed a whole bunch of, you know, Zubats, killed a whole bunch of Pidgeots, you know, so you can raise your speed attack by killing, I think it's like 252 Zubats or something like that to max. Like, because Zubat only gives one effort value. Thanks, King Sloth, for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome to Dat, mate. Welcome to Dat Squad. Ooh, level is normal. King Sloth, welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Lady Capricorn from Philly, how's it going? And that was a long name. Dang. Let's get 5. Come on. We don't need Rattata to hang around. Fang's gonna be one of those things that is dangerous. It does. Fang does half health. Either way, I think Super Fang does a ton of damage, and that's one of those things that jump out and bite you, and you're not even be. IV. This guy was an IV student. It's because it's Ivysaur, everybody. What college did you go to? I don't know. You tell me which college. What college is it? Like you went to. What college did Mr. Techie 72 go to, guys? We all know he's an Ivy student. Oh gosh. All right, I keep some Pokepuns coming. What do we got next? All right, we got Zubat. Another blind bet. I'm not about to swap into No Eyes as a consistent one because now I've got my level 10 Rattata. This fight if we did this back and forth the whole time, but I'm not gonna do that, so we're gonna go back into Trash Master. All right, man, what do we have? What is my next encounter that I want to see here? I'm looking at, I need some sort of water type, but I don't want just a strict water type. I don't know if there's any. Lapras, right? Lapras is water ice, I believe. Can anybody confirm that? Is Lapras water ice? Lapras. Man, I can't remember if it's water ice. If it's water ice, I can go ahead and get Lapras, and Lapras will be a big addition to the squad. Thank you guys so much for all the likes. 5,000 likes. That's, you guys are insane. That is crazy, guys. Thank you so much for all of it, guys. So Lapras, I think Lapras is a lock, because I can't think of any water on my future teams as we do all 9 generations. I think Lapras will be good enough to get us. Do you need the water? So I do. Come on. Of any other, I could also catch a Rhydon or a Rhyhorn and see, and because they can, a Rhyhorn can learn Surf. that wouldn't be a bad trade-off. What other Pokemon that are kind of off of water type can learn Surf? I think what the first 4 or 5? I think it's 5 generations. All of the first 5 generations, you have to use the 6 generations. Does Kalos require HMs? Is Kalos an HM group, or is Kalos have the I think Kalos has, yeah, you have HMs in Kalos. Anybody able to confirm, is Lapras, is there more than one water ice Pokemon? Is Lapras the only water ice type Pokemon? Is there another water ice type Pokemon out there? Why can't I think of any other water ice type? So that you see slugs in the water when you are in Gen 8. But I don't know, I think they're just ice type. I don't think they're water ice. I think they actually go ice rock in the 8 Hisuian region. That being said, I can't ice water. I can't place my finger on any other water ice type Pokemon. I mean, this is some water and ice, but hey, sorry, this is some water and ice. Go Patriots, by the way. So that'll be definitely good for that, because I need something that flies as well. I got can Crobat learn fly? Is Crobat big enough to learn fly, or is it small like Char fly? Welcome in, King Sloth, again. Welcome back. Drop some likes on that video. Let me know what I need to do. What can I do to make things better? I'm looking at trying to figure out how to make this one of the ultimate Nuzlocke experiences for people. Not only for the people playing it, but also the people watching it, because it's my first time running a Nuzlocke like this, or anybody I've ever seen. I've watched a lot of people play a lot of games. Brody, I wonder, is that the Brody from, I don't know, I don't think so. Let's go. But yeah, that's there's a lot of things that I got to think about here. So fire type in this generation, I don't think there's any fire type with anything more than pure fire type, and I can't use a pure fire type. I just can't to use a pure fire type in this run. Where I know there's a fire type of I will not be. That means the mansion, I'm not catching anything. That means on that little area just below Celadon, I'm not catching anything. Growlithe, Ponyta, that means the bike area, I'm not catching anything. I don't think I'm catching anything at the bike area anyways, because the only other thing I can catch would be a Doduo over there, I want to say. Mr. Techie, I need to switch you out so that you're no longer in lead of the team. Actually, I gotta keep you in because we've got this battle here for this fossil. Ooh, here we go, guys. Helix fossil. Are we going with the Helix fossil or the Dome fossil? Helix fossil or Dome fossil? That is a rock water type. That might not be. Yeah, that might be a good idea for my water type Pokemon. Go with Kabutos or Star. Let's see here. I know there's a way to run a poll. Let's see. Go with tackle. Let's see. I know there's a way to run a poll up here. There it is, poll. Quick poll. All right, we're gonna do laughing face. Laughing face, we want to do Kabutops. Crying face, we go with Omnistar. What's your vote, guys? Tell me what you guys want. What do y'all want, guys? What are we wanting, guys? We got 1 minute vote. Kabutops is gonna be our laughing face, and our crying face is gonna be Omnistar. What are we going with, y'all? Put this guy to sleep so he can't explode on me. Does that poll show up, guys? You guys see that poll? I don't see anybody responding to it yet. Maybe it's still rolling through. All right, guys. What are we doing here, y'all? What are we going with? Utah fossil or helix fossil, guys? Don't helix fossil. Dome fossil or helix fossil, guys? What do we want here? There we go. Dang, okay. Alright. Well, I ran my first poll, got nobody to vote, but I ran a poll nonetheless. Alright. Oh, no. Okay, that's what's going on here too. Let's see if I can change this real quick. Let's see right quick. I'm gonna have to hop off for just a second, just to adjust my settings real quick. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna pause this right quick. Sorry guys, give me just a second. Why can't I change the limited stuff? Alright, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully I'm back on now. Hopefully you can see me. Welcome back, welcome back. Sorry about that. I had to go ahead and adjust some stuff real quick on my side so that we can actually see what it's supposed to look like. Was displaying things incorrectly. Alright, well, guys, how you doing tonight, guys? Alright. Lord Helix. Lord Helix or Dome? Lord Helix or Dome? Lord Helix or Dome? We're going to run another poll here. Lord Helix or Dome fossil? Lord Helix or Dome? Laughing face for Lord Helix. Crying face for Dome fossil. Laughing face for Lord Helix. Crying for Dome. Boom, there we go. It looks like we got a laughing face for Lord Helix. Lord Helix, it looks like it's gonna be, y'all. Lord Helix fossil is gonna win the poll. We are out of there, guys. Thank you so much for all of your efforts, guys. Ah, man, I think, I don't know how long I think that's a little bit, that I have to wait till after I have to learn Surf, huh, guys? You don't get to revive your fossils, but you get to Blaine, huh? I can only get one more level with Mr. Techie before I have to stop training him. So I've got to stop now. No more, no Mr. Techie. No more Mr. Techie at all. We got to swap him out from the front so that we don't over level. If we over level him, it might make that. Gotcha. Okay, can you guys still hear? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello, hello. Sorry about that, guys. My headset just died for some reason. Or didn't die, but it turned off for some reason. That's weird. That's strange. Wonder what caused that. Mushrooms on this rock, and I'm gonna walk away with them. How are you guys doing tonight? Mathis, welcome. Matthias, nice to see you again. I've seen you a couple times now. Appreciate you stopping by. No matter how long or short it is, I like seeing people popping in. Alright, we got we got Mouse up front with No Eyes following. As soon as I jump off this cliff, I cannot come back up here. I remember that for sure, so I'm gonna try to get as many battles up here done first. I can come back here, I just can't come back here until a little bit later in the game. So come back here. I think I saw a trainer. I think this is the first double battle I've seen so far. So I think, I don't know if Mousie's ready for it. Oh, they're not even gonna fight me. Okay, cool. I have to. Nobody's able to learn it. Thanks, I appreciate you trying to teach one of them Mega Punch. And you teach them Mega Kick. Does one of them learn Mega Kick? Mega Kick would be pretty big. Man, you tell me my bat doesn't know how to kick things. My bat without legs. My bat with just little stingers for legs. Can't learn how to Mega Kick or Mega Punch anything. I'm going to go ahead and skip over this encounter here because if I get that encounter, A, I only have 2 Pokeballs, and B, there's not a ton of Pokemon that I want to get right here through this. I'd have to look back to see what exactly I can get. And I just don't want to lose my poison typing. As I said, we only get really 10 encounters. These first ones are a little on everything. That makes it a little bit easier, but as of right now, we're looking at, you know, not a ton of needed effort or needed damage for stuff. Okay, so do I want to level up? I'm gonna go ahead and go level up just a little bit more, y'all. Get everything to level 10 at least before I try and go take on Misty. It would have been a Fearow, so it wouldn't have mattered. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We already had Fearow, and Fearow was already lost in this run. But a quick attack, see how much damage that does. He uses Leer, we swap. We only swap because we already seen Fearow so we're not trying to see that again. Though I don't think it was the brightest idea because I know it has Peck and it's super effective still against Trash Master. But hey, you know what? It could be worse. Welcome in, guys. How are we doing tonight? How are we doing, guys? Welcome in. Thank you so much for watching the live. We are live on Twitch. We are live on YouTube, as well as we have videos coming up every week on YouTube. Watching my first Nuzlocke playthrough. Did I make it through it? Did I not make it through it? Who knows? Follow there to find out what happened. I'm here just trying to learn how to do this stuff, and as I'm learning one thing a week and trying to improve my stuff one week at a time, guys. If you have any tips or advice for anything, if you have any issues with the stream, please let me know. I would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, thank you all so much. How's you doing today? He finally attacks me. And it's right as I switch to no eyes. He's trying to poke some eyes and no eyes. Super effective. Luckily, I'm pretty decent level, so it's not bad. All right. Thank you so much for all the likes, guys. I appreciate it. I think I'm the only one left now. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Today we're going through a Nationallokke. It's different than a regular Nuzlocke. Every Pokemon you fight, every Pokemon you catch, every Pokemon you evolve matters through 9 generations. It doesn't just affect this one. Yes, you get more Pokemon in every generation, but a lot of those Pokemon are the same type as previous rounds, and so that's why every generation you get to, whatever Pokemon you use in that generation, you can't use in future generations. Bang, bang, guys. That's how it is. All right. How are we doing tonight, guys? We can just train up until we see somebody join the live. Nobody's here to watch me level my team up. Quick attacks. Rap. It's a wrap, y'all. It's a wrap. So I can't switch out on wrap, I don't think, in this generation. But I always thought it was silly that they made it so that you can switch out of wrap in future generations. Just because, like, yes, in the anime you can switch out of wrap and constrict, but it feels like one of those things that shouldn't have ever happened. Wrap and constrict should be a binding move, should make it so that you can't get out of the game. That's just... or get out of the battle. I just thought that, you know, that was always something that made sense. I don't think it should have made it so you couldn't do anything, but I do think it should have worked like one of the moves that makes so you don't escape. Mean Look or Shadow Tag. But they decided in later games that they didn't want that to be the case. They did also make it when you first came out with Bind, that it made it so that you literally couldn't do anything. What's up? What? Yeah? Okay. Sorry, baby. It's gonna be okay. Parker? Go give him a hug, I guess. I'm gonna have to use a heal here. It's a wrap. He's keeping the wrap up. We just found out some bad news about one of our cousins, unfortunately. That's what that was. I apologize, guys. Oh man, that sucks. Well, hey, you know, that's unfortunate. Just found out that my wife's cousin's kid, who's the same age as our son, has leukemia. They just tested her today. She started having issues, and one thing led to another, Today they tested her, and apparently she's got leukemia. We don't know how advanced it is. Obviously, she just walked back here and told me about it, so that's a bit tough. That's gonna be one of those things we pray for them, let them know, you know, we love them, and we're gonna go back to Colorado and see them here in a couple months, and that's one of those things that, you know, I'm sure it'll be part of it. So wow, that is unfortunate. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stream tonight. That's just kind of put a damper on everything. I do apologize if my energy's a little down because of it. That's not what I wanted to hear. Thank you guys for hanging out. On that very sad note, I'm gonna hop off for a little bit, and I'll be back on tomorrow, same time. Just gotta go be there for my wife, and I know it's probably a little rougher on her than me. I know cancer and leukemia is pretty deep stuff, and I'm gonna have to go talk with my wife, guys. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm gonna get this saved, and I gotta go support her. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to be all sad and crappy. Y'all have a great night.